Hello, welcome to Lisa and Michael's Save the World 5 minutes or more. And tonight's interview is with Kim Rosebud, artist Kim Rosebud. I forgot to ask you how you wanted to be introduced. So is artist
Yeah.
Yeah,
good?
yeah, either way.
Okay,
We could call her an art goddess.
Yeah.
you can do that too.
That works too.
So we were just admiring the two pieces that you sent. Love the color and I'm not a painter, so it's gonna sound all weird, but the swirls and it's just great.
Oh, thank you so much.
Your use of color is really, it's almost delicious. It's so good and just so appealing. It's great. And I love the way you have photographed your work on the street. It's such a cool perspective.
Yeah.
This beautiful, almost soft painting in this urban landscape. It's great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's fun taking the pictures outside of my apartment because I'll get like people walking by and commenting different things, and it's really interesting having that kind of interaction with the piece. And it's always just, random people walking by, so I never know what someone's gonna say. Yeah,
Very
it's
true.
fun.
So Kim, I'm really curious. I'm a painter as well. And I am really curious about your aesthetic. How did this evolve?
Well, I guess, yeah, I really just started painting back in well, the first painting class I took that was a formal class was in 2017. And then in 2018, I got really into painting because I got accepted to paint at this music festival and show my work. So I was like, okay, I need a lot of paintings right now if I'm going to do this festival. So that inspired me to keep going. And I was doing more figurative things then. Like I would still do a lot of color in the background, but then I was using ink on top of that to create these figures in different yoga poses. And then from there, a bunch of my friends run these music events here in Brooklyn, and one of them convinced me to live paint at one of the shows. So like on the dance floor, I set up my easel. I had a headlamp and then another little lamp because I didn't want to distract too much from what was going on stage, like with like a really bright studio light kind of thing. So I did the headlamp and like a smaller like kind of light, and as the different DJs were playing, I just painted and let go and let everything come out. I basically choose my colors based on the emotions I'm feeling, the emotions of the people around me, especially when I'm live painting. And yeah, just kind of like the state of like the collective consciousness, if that makes sense. So I feel like I like tap into something that's there in the environment, and I kind of just let it loose on the canvas. So that's really how my style evolved, was with these live painting events. And from there, I've just, I paint at home in my studio here. It's just like a second bedroom in my apartment. And yeah, I just let whatever out onto the canvas and whatever color I'm feeling, and kind of just see what happens. And one of the two paintings I sent to you, it was my first live painting since the pandemic. And it was a very cool event. It was for the Visual Effects Society, the New York group, at least. They were having a party, like a summer party at this brewery in the city, and they asked me to live paint, and they had this harpist there playing. So this guy was on the harp while I was painting. And yeah, I don't know, for some reason those colors made sense to me to use. Like it was like the purple and orange and yeah, I don't know. For some reason that's what felt right for that time, like hearing the guy on the harp and yeah, and the vibe of the crowd. It was a really good time.
It's wonderful. I love
Yeah.
that you're wearing a miner's light on your forehead. Talk about being dedicated to your artwork.
Yeah.
But your work definitely has this magical movement to it. It's beautiful, and it also has kind of a meditative feel to it that you want to wrap yourself in it. It's really it's it connects on a deep level.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah, I definitely do get into a meditative kind of like flow state when
Mhm.
I'm doing this, and time just passes by and I'm just going. And yeah, it's really healing for myself doing this kind of stuff. And I'm so grateful I discovered painting because like I've been doing art my whole life, but I was focusing a lot on sculpture and ceramics growing up, and painting always seemed just kind of like untouchable to me for some reason. Like I just never, I was like, oh, that seems like hard to do. Like I don't know about that. And then yeah, I took one painting class and it totally changed my perspective on it. So yeah. um
Yeah, it doesn't look like it looks like something you've been doing for a very long time, more than just 5 years. So obviously you had it in you
Yeah, it
to
was in
do.
your
And
DNA
yeah, yeah, without a doubt.
for sure.
yeah, I
And
do think oh, sorry.
I would say I always find it really interesting because you really were a 3D artist.
Hmm.
And and you made such a almost like seamless leap into a two-dimensional art, which is really an accomplishment in such a short period of time. I mean, a lot of people spend their whole life trying to get to the level you've already reached.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Whoa, thank you. That means a lot to me. I do think it's in my blood to be an artist. My grandma, she's 94 and still painting now.
Wow.
She does different stuff than me. Let me I have
Michael, I think we have to interview Grandma next.
Yeah,
oh.
yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab something we did together.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, you did a collaborative
together.
piece with your grandmother?
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh, I
I
gotta
should have sent this. So this
see.
is, she obviously did the bottom part, and
Yeah,
then I did the sky.
yeah,
And yeah, I'm gonna treasure this forever, you know.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I gave her the canvas and she was so intimidated though, because she usually does like little cards like this.
Oh,
Um,
beautiful.
Oh, that's
usually
very
does little landscape cards like this.
Mhm.
So when I gave her the canvas, she was like, "Oh, I don't know." But she used to work on really large canvases. But
Right.
obviously she's a lot older now. But yeah, it's been it's nice. I'd love to try and do another one with her. Maybe
Yeah.
like a snow scene or something. But
To have such an artistic lineage, you come from you were destined to be an artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
feel
great.
that too.
And we're gonna
Kim,
put all of your information scrolling down on the bottom, your Instagram. Do you have a website? Do you have a website?
Yes.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
website,
well,
Instagram, and that way everyone can follow you.
yes,
Great.
please follow Kim. You will be so glad you did. And Kim, thank you so much for speaking to us today.
Thank you both so much. This was amazing. I really appreciate you both taking the time out of your day for this. So
Oh,
yeah.
thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
All right, well, stay tuned for more interviews.